Academy has. If you want to pull out your cell phone now or at any point in the evening and go ahead and follow our 4 social media accounts, each account will have a randomly selected winner from that account, so there's up to 4 chances to win, and the winners will receive a Powder Shannon 9th grade t-shirt from our Raider store. So if you can't do that now, and you'd like to do it at any point throughout the evening, you can, or feel free to pull out your cell phone and go ahead and follow us on any of our 4 social media accounts. There will be 4 winners, so technically you could win all 4 times if it was really someone's lucky day. Next, coming up to the podium, I'd like to welcome everybody, or welcome and introduce Miss Connie Franklin, Powder Shannon 9th grade principal.
Good evening, and thank you for coming tonight. I am so excited to see all of you for our Rising Raider orientation. And we hope that when you leave tonight, you will have just a small glimpse of what we have to offer your student here at the 9th grade academy. So we hope to make the transition to high school a little easier for you and your student. And we're here to help, and so we want you to know from the very beginning that if you have a question or concern, we want you to call us. We want you to email us. We want to know what your questions or concerns are. We value your input, so at any time, please let us know. We know that going to a new school building can be very intimidating. How many of you that's in this room tonight attended high school in this building? If you did, you know it's a very large building, and our kids come in and they're a little overwhelmed by it. But we want to make their transition as smooth as possible. And we have instituted something here at the 9th grade academy. This is our 2nd year. Next year will be our 3rd. And that is we have created a house system. So all students are randomly divided into houses or groups where they will compete, inspire, and motivate one another. So a house is much like a team, and the members of each house work together to accomplish a goal. And the goal here is to win the annual house competition. So the purpose of our house system is to create a family atmosphere at school where each student feels like they belong. We want to build excitement and a sense of school pride for our students. We want to establish an environment where all students feel valued. And we want to create a school where every student wants to attend. So we don't want you getting up in the morning and going, oh, I can't believe I have to go to school. We want you to get up and say, I can't wait to get to school. And that's the environment that we want to create for you. Every house is made up of about 75 students, and they each have their own name. So the first house is the House of Tayega. It's a Filipino word, and it means perseverance. Then we have the House of Respectus. That's a Latin word, which means respect. The House of Bonte, which means kindness in French. The House of Integridad, which means integrity in Spanish. Uwaminifu, the House of Uwaminifu, which means loyalty in Swahili. And finally, the House of Zurin, which means responsibility in Chinese. So this summer, every student will receive a letter in the mail, and it's going to tell you what house you will belong to. On the very first day of school, we are going to present you with a t-shirt that has your house name on it and the class of 2021. Our house competition is all year long, and you earn points for your house. So students earn points for doing random acts of kindness, for passing all their classes, good attendance, honor roll with distinction, for community service. We have all kinds of house competitions, smaller competitions that go on throughout the year, like it might be a game at lunchtime or at breakfast. And the winners of those games get to earn points for their house. And then we have the big Battle of the Houses. And the Battle of the Houses happen 3 times during the year. We have all kinds of events for those athletically inclined and those that aren't. And all students participate in our house battles so that they can help earn points for their house. And I hope you get the point here. It's not about individual points. It's about earning points for their house. Finally, at the end of the year, we'll have a big celebration for the house that wins the overall competition for the year. So it's really a big deal, and we hope each year for it to get bigger. So this next year will be our 3rd year. Not only is the transition to high school difficult socially, but it also presents some new challenges academically. So 9th grade is the year where everything counts. Everything counts. There's no moving on if you didn't earn enough credits. It is the first year where your GPA actually counts towards your transcript towards high school and college, and we'll talk more about that. But students earn credits in all of their courses, and they have a certain number of credits that they have to earn in order to be a 10th grader. So it doesn't matter how cute they are or how athletic they are, if they haven't earned enough credits, which the number is 5, if they haven't earned 5 credits at the end of their freshman year, they cannot go on to Habersham Central. So we want to make sure that every student earns those credits, and we do everything we can to help your student be successful. We don't want anyone to get to their end of the 9th grade year and not have the credits that they need. So we have a lot of support systems in place for your student, and you'll hear more about those all throughout the school year. I want to tell you about the faculty that we have at 9th Grade Academy. I believe it is one of the greatest resources that we have here. We have a group of faculty that they love students, they care about students, and they want students to be successful. So at the end of the program and here tonight, you're going to have an opportunity to go to the cafeteria. And when you leave here, all of our teachers will be waiting on you there, and you'll have a chance to speak to them. They have set up displays for you, and will talk to you about their courses. So I hope you will take this opportunity to talk to each department and to learn more about what we have to offer. I'm going to ask our assistant principal to come back to the podium and talk to you for just a minute about our schedule here at 9th grade.
Because your academics are based on credits, Habersham Central and the 9th Grade Academy are on something that's called the block schedule. This is one of the areas where middle school students who are coming in the freshman academy tend to struggle the most because of the difference and the importance of academics. We are on what's called a 4x4 block, which means that students will have 4 courses at one time. There'll be 4 courses in August through December. And then after the new year, when the second semester starts, students get 4 totally new courses. And at each semester break, students will take either an EOC or a final exam that counts a lot toward their academic standing. And so students will have the opportunity to earn 8 credits, which you'll hear more about in just a second. But because of the 4x4 block, attendance is one of our most important things, and we focus on it a lot because of the importance of the block schedule and how that relates to attendance. As you can see, the photo behind me, you'll see this poster scattered throughout the building. Students who are entering their freshman year, one of the greatest indicators of their high school graduation is their attendance as freshmen in high school, and how that translates to their success or lack thereof as they continue into their sophomore, junior, senior years. Students who attend school, students who miss less than 5 days of school have an 82% graduation rate. And students that are here in attendance, hopefully you know where you stand right now and where you would measure had this been your freshman year. And if you're in that red, students, if you've already missed 15 or more days even if you have legitimate reasons, that directly and statistically research-based affects your graduation rate in the year of 2021. So make sure, students, that you're here every day. And the reason why attendance matters so much with the block is because in middle school, your courses or your classes are stretched over a year. In 4x4 block, it's condensed to one semester. So essentially, in one day, you're getting 2 classes. That makes sense. So if you're out for one day, then you are missing essentially 2 lessons. So a student who misses 15 or more days on the red is essentially missing 30 days of instruction. And so that's why in a block schedule, attendance is so important. For the remainder of the program, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Betsy Escamilla, our school counselor, and she's going to cover academics and some other important information with you. So please welcome her. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lehman. You'll get my last name by the end of the year, Escamilla, but it's okay. I wanted to break the ice. I am Betsy Escamilla, and I will be your school counselor. We're so excited to have you, and it is so important, like Ms. Franklin said, that you as a parent and us have communication. This is a partnership. Education is a partnership, and I sure would have never been here if I didn't have a partnership with my educators and my teachers. I want to start by the word earning classes or earning credits. Every high school credit you will earn. Many of you are already earning high school credits. But in high school, you earn your credits. Throughout your education, you do earn them or you do get the credits. But one of the misconceptions that I get when I'm meeting with students is, I got this grade. You don't get grades, you earn the grades. That means that you do everything that you're supposed to do, complete every assignment. Now there might be situations where you may not be able to complete an assignment or you miss school, but we do want you to have that open communication with teachers, counselors, and administration. Specific courses, there are specific courses, and I'll go into what those courses are in the next slide, but there are specific courses that you are required, that every student is required to graduate in the state of Georgia. You have the ones that we offer here. We do have a limited number of elective courses, but we offer all the required courses at HNGA in order for you to move on to be a sophomore. That is English, math, history, science, health, and PE. The level of rigor depends on what those recommendations from the 8th grade teachers will be. When the next slide, I want to talk about how the recommendations are going to go. Even though we say that we encourage or we're going to want teachers to make those recommendations, we want to encourage you to have that communication with the 8th grade teachers. If you believe that your student needs to go up a level of rigor in specific class. Credit, again, is earned for any grade of 70 and above. So any grades in any of your courses that you earned a 70, you will get a high school credit. You have the potential to earn 32 credits. I say you have the potential. Take advantage of all the opportunities that we have that you're going to have throughout high school to earn as many high school credits and college credits that you can. Because the more credits you leave us with, the less money you will pay out of pocket out of high school. All credits will be posted on the student's transcripts. The student transcript is a transcript or kind of a report card, simple terms for you to know if you don't know what a transcript is, that follows you throughout high school and after high school. Colleges, for those that want to go into the military or if you're ready to go into the job force or the workforce right after high school, they want to see your transcript. So it is important that you know that as soon as you start the first day of school, your grades will impact what you do after high school. So it's very important that you're aware of that and that you take responsibility. And seek support, because you can't do this alone. We're here to help you. Every course will be given an assignment to a GPA. A GPA will have advisement sessions. A lot of the information throughout high school, it's really hard to give you in 20, 30 minutes. We divide it up and we give you that we define what a GPA, we define what a transcript is, we throughout those advisements in various opportunities that you'll have at HNGA next year. There are 27 credits. You need 27 credits to graduate from high school. Let me go back. You need 27 credits, but you have the opportunity to take up to 32 credits. You need 4 English language, 4 math, 4 science, 3.5 social studies, 1 health and PE. The health and PE, that is a class. There are 2 classes combined into one. The classes are 9-week long. You'll have them, for some, you'll have them semester 1. For others, you'll have it semester 2. It is a required high school class that you need to have. I know that in the past it wasn't, so I want to just confirm and note that it is a high school requirement. Foreign language and fine arts, or CTA pathway. You need 3 of these courses for high school graduation and to graduate from Haversham Central. Even though foreign language is not a high school requirement, it is encouraged. If you want to go to any college in the state of Georgia, and many outside, definitely outside of out-of-state colleges, it is a university requirement that you have at least 2 to 3 foreign language courses, that you've taken at least 2 or 3 foreign language courses throughout high school. Some of the institutions, some of the colleges require it to be consecutive. We do offer Spanish 1. But you'll have plenty of opportunity at Central to take other languages if you're not interested in taking Spanish 1. Or if you have a full load and you may not be able